My African king, my Niger goat, going to Inter Milan in 2025. What if he is the Kal-El, aka the Neo, aka the Luke Skywalker, that Inter desperately needs to revive them? So, off the bat, I don't like this. I'll keep it real with you. Like off the bat, I don't like this because um, I think Lookman can do better. Call me biased, say whatever the hell you want. I think he's one of the best players in the world. And I believe he's one of the best players in his position. You cannot name me 2 or 3 players on the left better than your boy Ademola or Lajide Lookman. You can't. You can't see. You can try, you can't. You can say ambassador, you cannot name me 2 or 3 better players on the left better than Lookman, especially with what he's having to work with. Okay, I don't want to hear about Rodrigo. I don't want to hear about freaking Leo. I don't want to hear about freaking dudes, bro. I don't want to hear about your freaking players, really. Mbappe. So, and I think he's too big. He's too big for Atalanta. And with all due respect, I think he's too big for Atalanta. And I believe that he has outgrown Atalanta. I believe he's outgrown them. However, and here's where it's very key. He may have outgrown them, which is true. He may have outgrown them. But it's one thing to leave Atalanta. It's another thing to now move to the wrong team. And I just have questions as to whether Inter's the right team for your boy Lookman to go to. But let's just do a little bit of reading, guys. Let's research. Be researchy. So Lookman has reached also agreements in person terms with Inter following direct contacts today. Contracts agreed and clear, desire to join Inter as top priority this summer ahead of other clubs. Atalanta still wants more than 40 million euros. All right, see, I didn't want to say this. And I want to try and be respectful here, Inter, you can't afford more than 40 million for one of the best players in the world. Inter, you can't afford more than 40 million for the African Player of the Year. A guy with the best ever hat-trick ever in a major final. You can't afford more than 40 million euros. Is this where we've now gotten to right now? And so a point of view I'm like, wait, Atalanta, how are you getting rid of this legend? How the hell are you even allowing this legend to go based on what he's freaking done for you? Being critical into your first ever major trophy. But you have to know and do the math. Gianpiero Gasperini is out. He's out of there. He is no longer the manager. He's not taken over. So June 2025, I think it's Juric who took over. June 2025, he left, was replaced by Juric, and now he's now the new manager of AS Roma. If I'm a Lookman, and they had their grievances, because remember, I think it was the UCL game where he missed a penalty, and Gasperini called him out. Trash behavior by Gasperini, very trash behavior of Racismo. But Lookman will know that this coach has been extremely influential. Similar to oh my god, I forgot his name. Wait, hold up. Spalletti. Your boy that's Spalletti. So Luciano Spalletti, I believe, was critical in how good Napoli were. Similar to Conte. Gianpiero Gasperini has been critical to how good Atalanta have been. So if I'm Lookman, and I see that for whatever reason Gasperini has now left this project, I don't have much faith. Because as Lookman, I know of my talents, but I know how impactful and how influential your boy Gasperini is. So I'm like, Lookman already knew he was already too good for Atalanta even when Gasperini was there, but now that he's gone, you've got to leave. You 100% have to leave. And again, I want to remind members of the audience right now, because you're gonna respect my guy. You are looking at the CAF African Player of the Year, and for me, he is amongst the best left-sided attackers in the world. In the world, you can't name me 2 or 3 better than Ademola Lookman. You can try. You cannot name me 3 or 4 players better than Ademola Lookman in his position. You can try, you can't do it. You can't do it. So when you know that you're one of the best bowlers out there, oh my gosh, you need a club that matches your status in world football. Because if you're leaving Atalanta, you need to be moving on up now, out of the darkness, primal fear. So you need to be moving on up. You need to move up to greater plateaus. And my thing here is, before that UCL final, if Lookman was moving to Inter before that UCL final, I would have been doing backflips. I'd be like, oh my gosh, man, my guys, finally Nigerian players are not playing for big clubs. We're back, baby. We're so back, baby. I would have been so happy. Since that UCL final, and then getting undressed, circumcised, fallopian tubed, Lara Crofted, Johnny Caged, and Frodo Baggins. After they got Frodo Baggins in that UCL final in front of a live audience, Inter Milan ain't the same. They're not the same. So, as of today, right now, July 2025, is Atalanta to Inter a step up? Yes, sort of. But I just feel like if Lookman can do more. So my initial reaction is, I don't like this. I don't like this. Isn't there a bigger club out there that can say what's up to your boy, Lookman? And my thing here is, it's a manager-led world. It's a manager-led world. Shout out to Christian Shivo. Remember him with his freaking helmet that he used to wear when he was playing Romanian. New manager, obviously an Inter legend as well. I believe he was part of the treble-winning squad back in the 2009-2010 team. But it's a downgrade. I'm sorry. From Simone Inzaghi to Christian Shivu is a downgrade. So I'm looking at Inter, who've loved Simone Inzaghi. They've brought in Christian Shivu, who I still feel is a rookie. I'm trying to find positives here. And I'm like, wait, look, man, are you sure you want to make this move? But let me give you another angle here, bro. Because my thing here is, for me, I'm invested. I get it. World Cup qualification, I get it. We may not qualify for a World Cup, including freaking Krypton, Mars, Neptune, and Venus. I get that. But I'm invested in where my Nigerian players are playing, because it's very important that my Nigerian players and my Nigerian ballers are playing for clubs of a high status, because it helps and feeds the Super Eagles. That's the key thing. But I want to flip it. Flip it. Where's my boy? Look, I want to flip it. What if this is something that Inter needs? It's still a step up. Despite how Inter embarrassed themselves in the UCL final, embarrassed themselves in the Club World Cup, Atalanta to Inter is still a step up. What if Lookman is the player that's going to help to revive Inter Milan? This is the spark that they need. This is a team that still has Marcus Thuram. This is a team that still has Lautaro Martinez. This is still a team that still has players in this team. So even though I'm not sold on Shivu, and Shivu is a downgrade from Simone Inzaghi, maybe Lookman and this project is what Lookman needs to really make a huge impact in the Champions League. And maybe he and Inter can be the perfect marriage to bring in a Champions League back to Italian football and to help to them to win back that Scudetto. So I'm trying to look at it half full here. So I'm still not happy. I still feel he can do better. But what if he creates a spark for Inter. And just by his play and his influence, Inter cook. Oh my gosh, look at how well he walks off Lautaro Martinez. Oh, look how well he walks off of DeMarco on the left. Make he can actually allow DeMarco to remind him of, you can actually play football, and this is how to play football. So, again, we wait and we seek. We wait and we seek. We wait and we seek. But I just hope for the best. I just hope for the best because I want my Nigerian players to do well. So just hopefully he balls out and this works out. That's just all that I hope for. Can he bring Inter back? That's what I want to know. Can he bring Inter back to greatness? The greatness of 2010. Think about becoming a Football Hut member. If you're a desktop merchant, just click on the join button below, over here. Or if you're a mobile phone merchant, just click on the join button below the video over here and join the true elite content crack addicts. Peace.